Yo, yo, welcome to another episode of the
Yeah,
Locked In Late Night Show. It's your
yes,
boy,
sir.
Kyxx.
Let's go. Your boy Sean. Welcome.
Yes,
Good
sir.
evening. What's up, my
After
guy?
this, what's goody, man? What's goody? You know,
Hey,
we
we
locked in
locked in.
always.
Yeah, we doing our thing. What's up with you?
You see, you got the merch. I see you got your hoodie on.
Oh, you see, had to. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Son,
yeah.
yes, sir.
Everybody trying to get one. They be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's good
I,
though? What's up?
today's guest, man.
Okay.
Me and him that did music, man. Me and him that did music. You know, uh, we had a record deal. Me and him had a record deal back in the day.
Let's
Know what I'm
go.
saying? We didn't take it. It ain't seem right. Even though we was young, we was cautious about it. You feel me, bro? Know what I'm saying? But
I'm
he
hearing
he
you.
he one of the dopest lyricists. I had the pleasure of doing music with him. Know what I'm saying? He been through a lot, but he's still here. Know what I mean? He his freestyle game is crazy. Know what I'm
Let's
saying?
go.
So he just going,
Oh, man.
you know, you know,
All right.
yo yo,
Ladies
What's
and
good?
gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
what up, bro?
Dirty
Shit.
Kyxx. What's up, my
Ladies
guy?
and gentlemen,
Shit,
the
what's
one
up,
and
man?
only Dirty Kyxx.
Good
Right,
Welcome
right.
to
evening.
the
Good
late night
evening.
show.
Welcome to the show, man.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it
Let's
up.
go.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. How you been, yo?
Yeah, I've been hanging in there. God good.
I know that's right.
Yes, sir.
All the
Yes,
time.
sir. All the time. All the
God
time. God
good.
good.
Right, right. How
Let's
y'all
go.
been? How y'all been doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling. We had to
Chilling,
get you
man.
on the show,
Grinding.
man. Had to get you.
Yeah,
How you feeling?
I'm feeling well, man. I'm doing good. Had a good day today. You know, still breathing. Still here. I'm
Right?
here
Let's
for a
go.
reason. You know.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go.
definitely here for a reason.
Yes, sir.
Definitely here for a reason, man. And we had to get you on the show, man. It was, know what I mean? Long overdue. Been a while. Man, you done made some music in our time, man.
Now,
All right.
yo, we
Need to
had
hear that music.
we had potential, man. You know, we went. So we was going up and shit, but things got rocky and stuff, Life's a roller coaster, man. You gotta stay on track and just keep going and stuff,
Yeah,
Facts. Facts. We
yeah,
appreciate having
yeah.
you on here, man. What
Appreciate it,
so
appreciate it.
what's
Thank
the
you.
play? What's the play? What's the move? What's the
Yeah. So how the music, man? How the
Yeah,
music
it's
going? You
on.
banged to it? I done seen some of your freestyles. You still got it, man.
Yeah. So everybody know me back in the day, that kid that be making beats out in the neighborhood.
I learned
And,
from you. You,
and
Flawless. Who else, man? Who else made beats back then, yo?
Shouts out.
everybody else that made beats, I pretty much, help out. We had, J Mar Roast, the comedian
Yeah.
from Kelm Creek.
Yes,
So,
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey,
you know,
shout out to J-Mar, man. He doing his thing, yo.
Let's
yeah.
go.
So,
He's doing his
had
thing.
some,
We got an interview. We got an interview coming up with J-Mar, the comedian, man. J-Mar Roast interview.
Oh my god.
so,
Feel like I'm gonna be roasted.
man, I had a,
Yeah.
you know, so I was making beats and stuff, but I had to put down a hold, you know, um, I got a new drum machine. I ain't use it yet. It look
Oh,
nice,
man.
you
Okay.
know,
Let's
look
go.
nice, you know. I might
Oh
use
yeah,
it
we about
one
to
day.
blow it up. He
I
said,
might use
Mike,
it one
come on.
day.
Come
but
on, man.
but my real passion, was, I started off as a poet. I've been writing poems since the age of 3, and I started rapping like when I was 17. And
Dang.
you know,
Yeah. I
you know,
remember him. I remember you doing the poets, writing poetry and stuff like that.
yeah,
That's
my
what's
first
up, man.
My
Take a
first
lot of
poem.
guys like to admit that. That's
Yeah.
Yup,
what's up. Man. Right. Yeah, right.
yup,
What
yup.
what
So,
what type of poetry? How I don't know how to word it. I don't know how to say it. Like,
uh,
well,
my po- my poetry been on point. Like my first poem I wrote to my mom. I guess it was her birthday or Mother's Day. I was only like 3 or 4 years old, and
okay,
Okay.
she still got it. You know, I looked at it like a probably like I don't know a couple years ago, and I was like, damn, eh, everything the right rhythm, everything was right, and I was
Yeah.
like I did this. I couldn't believe it. You know.
Mm.
that's
Uh,
crazy. Three or
Let me,
four
hey,
writing poetry.
hey, Dirty
yeah,
Kyxx.
yeah.
Let me ask you this, man. Do you still know any of them?
Yeah, like I
Um,
want.
I don't remember that poem. I remember like I remember I remember like matter of fact when I was like in fifth grade, I used to help out in the library,
Yeah.
and the lady like let me on the computer, and it was like this program and stuff. You can make stories and stuff and add pictures and stuff. And that's when like I wrote another poem. I think that was like my second poem I ever wrote. It was about a bunny. Like once upon a
Okay.
time there was an evil bunny. I killed it. You know.
Okay. Yeah, I was waiting to hear the rest. Like,
Yeah, I know,
oh
yo. That's what I
shit,
was waiting for.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
But like I didn't get in. You know, I didn't start rapping until like when I was 17. Like after I passed the 11th grade. You know. I
Okay.
was going to Heritage High School in Newport News, bad news,
Shout
whatever.
out. Shout out
Shout
there to the
out.
town, man.
I
So,
passed 11th grade, went up to went up to New York, stayed with my dad for the summer, and I was out there trying to get it, you know.
so
Uh,
who'd you hear? Like, who got you to like test your skills? Like saying like I can do this.
like
I mean, who was
like
one of your
I remember
MCs that
I'm
That's a
you
from.
good
know?
question, bro.
Well, let me
Good
tell you,
question.
like so. Well, it kind of started like I'm from New York, but I had moved down to Jackson, Mississippi. Stayed there for
Okay,
2 years. And then, I finally met my father for the first time. He
let's
took me
go.
up to New York when I was young. I was like 4, 5, 6, I don't know. And that was my first time. That was my first time hearing hip hop. Well,
Hey,
yeah,
let's
I think
go.
the very first rap song I heard was Salt and Pepper, Push It.
But that's a
Oh,
classic.
that's
That's a
a
classic, yo.
that is a classic, man.
They
Yeah,
killed
I
that
was
shit too, yo.
Yeah, matter of fact, I was with my stepfather Bonnie, my brother, my younger brother father.
But yeah,
Out
I
in
remember him,
Mississippi.
yo. I remember
You
him.
know,
Salt and
you
pepper. Let's
remember?
go.
You probably heard
Yeah.
of him. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
he took me to somewhere like a bar or something, and I seen my first jukebox. He said, "Pick a song." I ain't know what to pick. I saw Salt and Pepper Push It. I just pushed the button, and then dun, 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 dun. That shit came on.
Push
Hey, yo,
Then
I always thought that was one of the illest beats, though, back in the day,
right?
man.
Yeah, that was like my very first song, and then after that, I started listening more. I was listening to MC Hammer.
Oh,
Oh
that was
Uh,
that
man,
dude.
another
That was that
Hammer
dude.
fan. Let's.
That
I
was
mean,
that dude.
Hammer was
yeah,
that dude though, man. Keep
Hey,
so,
saying.
hey, they say he
uh,
ain't play, he ain't take no crap back in the day, boy.
Yeah, they said
yeah,
You
yeah.
they
He
couldn't
said
ain't
even
Hammer
play
play.
would
with him
pull up
like
on
that.
you.
So I
Yeah,
had
you
a
couldn't even play with him like that, yo.
man. I had like a doll or action figure of MC Hammer. I was, I was a kid. I had that tape.
Yeah,
You know, and I
So
heard
what?
all the
So
songs.
let me ask you this: um,
yeah,
being that you a poet, being that you started off doing poetry,
Yeah,
was it kind of easy for you to transition into rap and started
yeah.
rapping
Let's
on
go.
beats? Was it
yeah.
easy?
it was kind of hard. I had to, get into that mind state. You know,
Yeah.
Right.
when I was up with my dad for the summer, when I was 17, out there in East Flatbush, Brooklyn. What up? You
Okay.
know,
Shouts
I was
out
just
to
sitting in the
Brooklyn.
apartment. Like one day, I was like, man, I need to do something, man. So I took out a pen and pad, and I wrote. I wrote with no beat on, no music on. Like first, I gotta come up with a name. Then I'm going through the names and stuff. I like one of my first names. I think about calling myself versatile. You
I
know,
remember that, yo. Well, I think you told me about that.
Nah, you probably heard a rhyme where I mentioned it, like that one rhyme when I said I got the versatility to handle guns and artillery, chivalry,
Yeah.
make your bones break between your nuts and knees, dirty kicks
Come
with the
on.
hit this. I'm relentless, don't talk shit. So stop acting like a bitch. You be out,
Uh,
drive by in a
Oh,
black beamer with black cheekers on the geese, coast to Costa
let's
Rica. You know,
come
that's the only
on.
go.
that's the only
Why you
Dirty
time I
stop?
Kyxx. Let's go.
oh
Why
I
you
think that's
stop?
all Costa Rica, psych. All I really do is just roll dice, sip penny all night. Want beef, we all fight. How many
Oh,
times when you got to spit rhymes on 30 kicks, make a response, you take out the nine. I got more on my mind than Eve can blow. Do the cha cha slide, make her go down low.
that,
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's one
Okay.
of my
Dirty
first.
Kyxx is in the building.
hey, yo. He
Let's
That's
got
go.
one.
played. Hey, yo. Till this day, bruh, I remember your verse.
Right.
I
That
Let's
know.
female, the female verse you wrote, yo.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I'm talking about?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna get to that. So I thought.
Ghost Rider. Let's go.
I thought about, versatile, then I switched it up, I want to I was like Leroy Law, nah. I'm gonna call myself Dirty Kicks and shit. And then I started writing. Uh I wrote then I started writing that on versatility shit. Then, I went back down to Newport News, Virginia, cause school was starting early. And I just and like before I started that school year, I just got into the model and talent management. I think
Mm-hmm.
it was worldwide model and talent management agency or something like that. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I did a portfolio, did two outfits, pictures and stuff.
Let's
But
go.
That's
but
love, bro.
but school,
What up?
mom called me up like you gotta go back down on Virginia because school starting early, so I couldn't like audition for any movies and stuff. So that that school year, like first semester I took it easy. The end of that
Right.
semester, I got into the military. I got into the Army National Guards and stuff. But
Okay.
I was
second
gonna ask you.
semester,
I was gonna ask you
and
about
then
that too, but
all right. And then,
Oh,
semester started. Then, I started meeting other rappers and stuff. Actually, I know a few rappers from the fifth grade when I was going to Carver Elementary School
mm,
and VA and shit. Like my nigga Castro Khan. Yeah,
okay.
that
Shouts
nigga
out.
he sick with it, and he was one of them in the 12th grade I was listening to during lunch break. They spit and having a cipher. You had that nigga on Q Digger. He was making the beats. He was beat bopping and shit.
yeah, Digger.
Yeah.
I
Interview
was
with
like,
Q Digger. Interview with
so
Q Digger coming.
Let's
so
go.
so I was like, man, I was learning how to bebop at the time, and I learned how to bebop. That nigga Q Digger, he was doing his thing, and Castle Khan, my nigga Castro Khan, Kari, but we call him Castro. You
Yeah.
know, he spitting the cipher. They had a cipher, and I was right there listening and stuff, feeling all shy and stuff.
So,
But
I can't.
but
I can't
but
see
hey,
that.
that's how I be though, yo. That's how I be.
but,
Be a group of them too. See, I used to be part of
but
the cycle, yo.
yeah, it was fun. It was this one dude. He was sick with it. I I forgot what he said, but I know he killed it. Then I was like, man, I need to go home, write me something. I'm gonna come back next cipher. I'm gonna spit this and spit that.
Uh,
So, I wrote another rap, you know, this around the time like we about to get to you, K Star, but like the end of school year. It was like, the last
Okay.
day it was out, you
This
know.
shit crazy.
And I was like, yo, oh yeah, that's when I was taking the music technology class. I was learning how to
Yeah.
produce and stuff.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I already knew K Star because like that during the second semester, he moved out to his fam. I met his sister first and her friend
Yeah.
Barbara and stuff. I was chill with them and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
We was famous. And, yo, ever since then, yo, we've been tight, yo.
That's
yeah,
crazy. That's what's up,
yeah,
man.
you
Ever
know,
since then, we've been tight, yo.
yeah, right,
I'm
right.
telling you,
Yeah, I'm
man.
gonna tell
Listen,
y'all about that day. Look,
he
right,
he a couple years older than me. So
yeah,
I learned a lot from him, my brothers, and just their friends. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Let's
yeah.
So
go.
K
Let's
Star,
go.
K Star,
I
he been
believe,
around,
man.
nothing but inspiration. So, whatever he doing now, he was surrounded by that. It had that energy. I think I came with that energy one day, like that day, like I came back, like one of the last ciphers in that school year. I came back down the cipher. I was like, Con, let me do this. Then I came in and spit this verse on. I was like, I roll with the 4 or 5, put the 6 in your plate, rip out your vocal cords and use for piranha bait. You just an amateur with
I
third degree
remember.
burns, I hot pastures covered with bloody damages, green bandages. Can't
I
stand it. Only one rap bandit, belly commander, interceptor, enemy detected, squatters intercepted. Arch
don't
rivals, stay connected. Matter of fact, that the name Arch Rivals. This is around
Our
the time when I
rivals,
met K
man.
Star. Cause it's
Yo.
like, look,
Easy.
look,
Oh man.
after
Yeah,
that
we
cipher,
going back.
after that
Before
cipher,
hey, before
I was
straight
on
gutter.
school.
Hold
I
on, let me
got
say
a
this real quick.
yeah,
Let me say this real quick, Dirty Kicks. Before straight gutter, we was called arch rivals, man.
the yeah. It was like
We was called arch
like
rivals.
look,
I know you didn't hear me say straight gutter in my raps and shit now,
yeah,
but
straight gutter.
that was the group we was called back in the day.
Arch
My
Yeah,
bad.
right
Rival.
after like, look, I'm gonna take it on back. Look, I got off that bus. I got off the bus one day. This when I first met K Star. I was
Mm-hmm.
just I got off the bus and I was just walking up down the street going to my house and I'm battling everybody that's near me and stuff. I get off the
Okay.
bus, I battle
Yo,
this person, that person. I'm just spitting bars walking, and then he was going to War High School. He got off his bus and I just seen this kid. I was like, yo, I just came in and saw battle with him. I was like, yo, yo, yo. And then
hey,
did that nigga
I was rapping back,
did
nigga.
then that nigga K
Yo.
Star. Then
Shots
that
out.
nigga
I was rapping back, nigga. I can't,
yeah. That nigga surprised the hell out of me. I was like, this nigga battling
hey,
back. I'm
yo,
like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
I was like, all right, I fuck with you and shit. I was like, man, we gotta connect. We gotta do some songs and stuff.
Let's
Go,
go.
it's good to write some songs, start
Man,
writing. Just when he
bro.
was with before Arch Rivals came along, he was with BNC Bad News Crew.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was like him and his peoples. You had K
Man,
Star,
he taking it
um,
back, bro. He taking it back.
Sports. Yeah, I
okay,
got
well, hitting
I
me with
got good
hidden
memory.
gems and shit.
People, do y'all hear this right now?
Hey,
That's
K,
why, man. Do
K.
y'all hear this, yo?
K-Star, you
Like,
ain't tell me none of this.
now I know,
I
bro.
mean,
I know.
I
I ain't
mean,
gonna lie,
Yeah.
yo. He done,
uh, I don't know.
bro,
I got
K-Star
good memory
exclusive.
or
Let's
bro,
go, man.
bro.
cognition or something. But yeah, we was writing and stuff. He was telling me, they be spitting and stuff. And we I I met his brothers, um, War Vet and Flawless. And
Shout out to my brothers.
Let's
Shout out to
go.
my
Let's
brothers.
go.
shout out to them, man. God bless y'all, And
No,
you know, I remember like what got me started making beats. Let's see. I mean, me and K Star, we used to play we had a PS2 or the PlayStation one
oh,
at the time. And
oh.
we had it. K Star had this
It was.
game
I
called
forgot
like
what it was called, yo.
it's like MTV
Hold on.
Playmaker, Beat Maker or
Yeah,
something.
bro,
And he used to
bro.
bring it over
That
my
was my.
house and stuff.
Oh my god.
MTV
This is like
Playmakers.
Son, it's like MTV Playmaker or
Yeah,
something.
it was something like that, yo.
It's like a studio game. You can make like beats and do mixes on there and stuff.
That's
Yeah,
And
dope.
they had a lot of samples on it.
yeah,
Samples on there. You know, I
yeah.
practiced it.
Oh,
And like what inspired me to do that, I heard his brother, his oldest brother, Flawless.
Okay.
He had that drum machine, that
that
DR5,
DR5,
Dr. Rhythm section. And I was
DR5.
like, and I was like, you know, I mean, I heard his beats on the tape, and then I heard some extra beats on, I was being nosy, being curious. I got on his drum machine. I didn't mess anything up,
So
but
you said
I just hit
you
This
said
play.
you
sound like
messed
being
anything
nosy.
up. Well,
I hit
so what?
play, and I heard this beat like dun dun dun. I was like, that's
Yeah,
it.
yo.
Then
Yeah,
I
I
got on
remember
the
that.
shits. Then got on that shit, start freestyling. And then, like, we had that game, and he used to bring, K Star used to come over to the crib and stuff.
Bro,
And we
That's
used to like,
crazy.
bro,
we started making beats on the MTV game.
bro. Them beats was fire too, yo.
Yeah.
Like
I practiced a little bit,
So
it,
heard the samples and
it was
stuff.
okay.
easy though, cause all you got it was easy to make. That's the whole thing about it, yo. Like,
Yeah,
like for the
yeah.
people that don't know, if
Yeah,
This
y'all
you put me on.
if,
this
Like
was
I'm
like
like,
this is
if y'all around our age in the 40s, y'all know what game we talking about, yo. If y'all was a gamer, you know what I'm saying? If y'all was a gamer and
I
make
just
music,
can't.
you would know what we talking about, yo. This game
yeah,
Probably
fire,
was
bro.
incarcerated at that time. I couldn't.
Man,
Yeah, I,
yeah,
that was
man.
like,
I,
bro,
Yeah.
that was like
life.
that was
I,
over 20 years ago. That was over
Yeah,
20 years
yeah,
ago.
yeah. I was
yeah.
just touching down.
I was like,
Like,
we was like 18, 17 years old, something like
Yeah, bro.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
damn.
Over
Um,
20
I,
years ago. Like 24 years. Yeah. Yeah.
so you
damn,
know,
24 years? Yeah, yeah, dude.
yeah,
Yeah, I just
we
came
used
home.
to
That's
we
crazy.
used
God
to have
damn.
a I had a radio in my room. We used to I had a microphone. I think I had a microphone already, and we recorded on the beat on tape. We used to connect the aux cable from the PlayStation to the radio,
Yeah,
plug it to
yeah.
the radio,
Uh-huh.
and hook
Yeah,
the
I
mic
remember them
up
days too.
and rap on the beats and stuff.
Nigga,
Yeah,
nigga,
Then
that's
so
the definition. That's the definition of starting from the bottom right there, bro.
that's
then
crazy. So
yeah.
what was the shit, what's the first beat you produced that you rapped on? Like what was the song? What was the track?
The first beat that I actually recorded was with K Star. It was called
What was it though?
dang, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's like uh I remember. It started like, well, I don't think we recorded it, but we went over it trying to find the hood, and it was like the first song we wrote was on getting rich, getting all the money, yo. Step into the club, dancing with all the hoes.
Okay, that's
Bad news,
yeah,
VA representing, yo. Son,
Huh?
son, son. Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah, yeah.
so.
Hey,
yeah.
hey, Dirty
We
Kyxx.
we
Hey,
didn't record
Yeah.
that song, but we didn't record that one, but we came up with another one. Oh shit. But
Excuse me.
damn, I can't
you,
remember.
we
But
got man, we
but
got a
that's
couple jumps.
that shit was
We got
hot
a
That's
though.
couple jumps, yo. I'm
crazy.
talking like we got some songs, man. 'Cause, hey,
I think the
remember when we
beat.
got that deal?
Y'all gotta find them. Y'all gotta find these tracks.
I
Hey,
can't remember. It was a
hey,
slow
Dirty
beat.
Kyxx.
Yo, huh?
You remember when we got that deal, yo?
All
Yeah,
right.
talk about that. Talk about that.
So,
Tell,
That-
all
tell our
right.
boy
So,
how that came about, yo.
all right. So, it's been, been a few years. I upgraded, got drum machines and
Yeah,
stuff.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's
You
go.
remember I started off with the DJ equipment. My uncle B, my
yeah,
uncle Brooklyn left behind.
yeah,
And, and we used to rap on the instrumentals and stuff. But we
Okay.
worked on. I had we did a demo,
yeah. We
and
did. Yeah, I'm about to say we recorded some demos.
we recorded a demo. I really was trying to, help K Star and his peoples out solo. That's
Let's
when,
go.
you know, around the
Let's
time I
go.
met
That's
Solo,
our
Uh-huh,
you
solo.
solo.
know, and you know, me and K Star Solo, we caught ourselves on the arch rivals. You know, I got the
Just
I got
hard
the
drive.
I got the name arch rivals from an old Nintendo game,
Oh, I remember the game, the
Jordan.
basketball game.
Yeah, Jordan versus Bird.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
it
now
was
you
just
taking
me and
it
K.
back.
Oh, hell, yeah,
Hard drive was where you could punch
yeah,
the dude and something
yeah,
still a
yeah,
basketball.
yeah.
That's where I got the name from. That Solo came along.
Yeah.
You know, I heard him. I said, all right, you know, he got some potential. I could work with him. We gonna get him straight. You know, I mean, if I didn't like him, I wouldn't have
You
worked with
know,
him.
hey,
And we was working
Back.
with him. You know, we had our team, flawless out there doing his thing. You know,
Let's go.
Chris Beck writing behind the scenes and stuff. You know, like right before I graduated. Let me see. I was working on I did a demo for us. I ain't really like I don't think I really featured on the demo. I was like doing the beats. I don't know.
Go. So you
no, you was on some of them joints. We
I
had
think I
you. I
was.
know we had that one song, yo. We had that one song. What did I say on it, yo? What did I say? Cause you killed it first.
come on, K Star. Dirty Kyxx
You
been
killed it
dropping.
first.
Been
I was like,
dropping.
these niggas
We
don't. I was like, these niggas don't really want beef when I carry the heat. When I am right at y'all, gotta give my money up, gotta give my guns up for the niggas
uh,
that think that they got it all.
got it
Been through
all.
a whole lot in his lifetime. Got a lot of pain stuck up inside. Bad news beef and until we gone ride. Yeah, but they different niggas gotta die.
Huh?
Remember that, right?
So
Huh?
yeah,
How bad
that's
Oh,
you
one of
can't
them.
hang
good.
with us.
Hey,
You can't see
shit.
how
Oh
bad we
yeah,
dangerous. You see the gun
yeah.
bang,
I
scared
remember.
of blood.
That's
So
a
you laugh in the air once you catch your breath. When the two niggas
yeah.
ain't lying.
The first
When I
one.
cop back, niggas ain't lying. Gotta cop back, gotta get what's mine.
What's
Gotta
mine?
get what I need shine with the nine. Gotta
Huh?
smoke, gotta
Let's
roll out.
go.
That's
I
I
Let's
said,
remember.
right
go.
there, yo.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
we rapped off a
Roll
beat.
out.
We
I'm gonna
had
have to
rapped
put
off
the thing down.
that
Put one,
song.
nigga back, take it back down.
What beat was that?
It was a slow beat I made on a Playmate on the MTV
Nigga,
Playmate. It
bro,
was go like this.
you got
It go
playing.
cocking, better stop popping. Fuck you, bitch, better stop running. Fucking with the crew. Oh yeah, that's right. Make a last wish you about to die. Yeah, cocking. Then you know I got on that shit like
Yeah.
That's
Old shit,
crazy.
nigga.
Come on,
oh
Old
man.
yeah,
that
you
shit,
know. Then
Oh,
I
bro.
got on that shit. He
yeah,
did
first off,
shit.
my
And
bad.
I got on that
Excuse me.
shit like I'm a badass nigga on the bad news, sad news. What my crew do to you? 5 foot
Mm-hmm.
10, weight 1 2. Gun shoot fast like coming to ass. Girl, swirl on
Come
girls,
on,
put her
bro.
these girls. I got a toilet. My vest outside in the hole in the pocket. Roll up, bigger swirl where they light up. Get high, lips back of purple. Get high, light the pants on C vertical. Screen dirty, dirty is not the way you do it. Rap so fast, it's hard for me to move, girl. Please. Don't be mad at me, you bad news better. Shake it for me. Represent these
Huh?
thugs in the dirty South. East Coast niggas say, yo, wild out.
Come on.
Huh?
Yeah, I remember that,
Okay.
yo.
Let's
And,
go.
and yo, you see the shit? You see the shit he was spitting over 20 years ago, bro?
That's great. Yeah, like I'm
Yeah,
trying to
and
figure
I
out
Like,
why. You
it's
know.
crazy,
and
bro. It's
I
crazy.
remember
This
like
is
I said another line on that verse. I was on I took it from like my peoples, like my cousin and stuff. Like my cousin, you know, he go by DJ Mungo. You know,
DJ
yeah,
Mo.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he do he do his thing out in clubs in Charlotte and stuff now. But
Okay.
you know,
I
he
feel like
came
I heard the
around
name.
and he had his tape and he said his cousins was spitting on it. So you know, I try to reach out, you know, let him know I heard him. So I spit this line like. One of them spit this line like, rest in peace, baby. You can't eat, baby, baby. Can't sleep because you can't stand the heat, baby. Rest in peace, baby. You can't. After I spit that
Dang,
verse,
dang.
Oh
Oh,
then
yeah.
went back to that
Yeah.
jump. God,
All right.
better stop
Right
repeat
to
popping.
that
the
yo.
page, too.
That nigga K Star,
I know
yo. That hook, yo. That hook was
Yeah.
fire.
that shit
So
was fine.
so we did 3 songs on the demo. I
Right.
don't remember the other two, but K Star and Solo, you know, they was getting it in, you know, it was lit.
Right.
So,
Sure
Yeah.
lit,
Let's
you
yo.
know,
go.
Hey,
Let's go.
tell them about the record deal though, the Red Galaxy Records.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We
all
look. We
right.
done got up.
So
Yeah, we done got
so so I
we
seen
done got that.
you know, I got in contact with some people that, you know, I seen online, some company. I forgot what they call. probably
Right.
like turn to 2K or something. I don't know. But I paid a fee, send a demo. They said I picked the one like, I picked the one like for they said they gonna get in contact with 15 record labels. Five out of 10 of them record labels were major record labels. And
Okay.
all right, so I think about it was I think about it was out of like 2 to 5 of them liked us. 2 to 5 of them liked us, but one record label actually reached out to us, sent us a record contract that was called Ray
Red
Galaxy
Galaxy.
Ray Galaxy Records.
Remember that shit.
I, I
But
looked
we
I
ain't
looked
take it, yo. We ain't take it.
I looked
Why didn't you
over.
take it
It
though?
was
Why
just
didn't you
funny to
take it?
me, yo.
Why
Like,
I'll tell you. I looked over the contract. They was like, y'all need to like, you know, come. They wanted us to come out to Huntington, California. That's kind of close to Hollywood, California. But
Okay.
they said we got to pay like $2,600 to do like a 10 song EPLP. I think EP. I forgot all that shit.
so he
But
know
like
better
do
than
10.
me,
That
man.
don't
I
make
was a
sense.
young nigga.
But
He
The
know
fuck?
better than
but but they said that we had to pay for studio time. It was on 2600 or something. Said we had to pay this,
yeah,
and
yo.
we do the
What type
10,
of
10 songs and stuff, and then they put one of them songs on the
All the 10
radio.
songs. You better, man,
No,
see?
no. Listen. Like they said, do the 10 songs first, or EP, and then they're gonna put a song out on the radio, and if it sell over probably
X
30,000
amount of copies?
copies, then we finish the rest of the album and then put it out. You know,
Okay.
all
So
Okay.
right.
you have to pay everything up front yourself.
Yeah, we had to pay everything up front
Yeah.
ourselves. That mean not just we had to pay for studio time, but where we gonna stay and
What the
Yeah.
fuck is
Yeah.
where we gonna eat.
okay, but
We got to
I
pay for
remember that. That's why I was like, nah,
hotel
we
and all
can't
that.
do that, yo. I said, we
Yeah,
can't do that, yo.
we,
god damn.
Hey,
we,
You
we
want
we
couldn't
was
do
10
that
young.
shit, yo.
songs. You
We
We
want
was
10
couldn't do
young.
it.
songs. I'm gonna play one. You gotta pay for it. Like what the fuck? And if it might hit, we might
Yeah,
where the money come
Nigga,
in for y'all. What the fuck
nigga,
I
we
was
take
got to
like,
pay
I
for it.
was, I was like, son, don't feel right. So, you know,
hell this shit
I
crazy.
signed, I signed, I like, I signed a fake
Hey,
signature, and they said send a contract to their main office in Florida. They were located in Florida, but they wanted
but they
us to go
wanted
out to
you in
California
Huntington,
to record.
California.
See,
Yeah,
see, I didn't
son,
even know that shit, yo.
what's
I didn't
up?
even know
I'm saying, like, we out in VA. Like, why can't we go to like, Florida? It's right there.
that.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
I was like, why you want to like waste money to make
like,
monies?
like,
You know. So
hey,
They ain't believe in
you-
us. They just wanted our money, man. We were young
they
at the time, bro. We
they
were young,
yeah,
man. So
I'm glad.
they
Hey,
they just
I'm glad
they
y'all
just
was
wanted to
smart.
get the chump change. Like they got a lot of they got like a few good artists on that. They had
yeah,
like
yo,
few good artists on that label. I was like, they got the website,
You
so
know.
I thought they was legit. You know,
for sure.
they got they had like
Hey,
this
give me
one.
1 second.
They had
For
this
I,
like
sure.
one Mexican kid. Oh, what's up?
Yeah,
dogs.
yo,
I gotta
they official
let my
though.
dogs out. Give me a
All right, go
second.
ahead, bro.
Okay, y'all.
Yeah, they definitely official too, yo.
Yeah, yeah. So
But something told me like, nah, we can't take that. We can't take it.
so, so
Yeah.
so I went ahead. So we went ahead, and I updated the studio and stuff. I actually got like a good mixing board. Well,
Yes, sir.
my first mixing board I got, it was official. It was like a
Yeah, yeah.
four channel, the
So,
black one at first, not the big
I
one.
was, hey, I was
But
messing with it, yo. I was,
four channel blackboard.
I was messing with it for sure,
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure, for sure.
I mean, I was in the National Guard, so I I and I was working at Taco Bell full time, doing Army National Guard part time. So
Yeah.
I was
Man,
investing in the studio and stuff. You know,
how
then
long were you in the
Hey,
National
yo.
Guard?
uh, I got my honorable discharge in August 17, 2005. I was in it for 5 years.
Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. Shots
Yeah,
out. Shots out for
Let's
that.
go, man.
you know.
Thank you.
So so what this how we started blowing up. It was like, all right, I wound up getting the same drum machine Flawless had. I learned how to
That
play it.
Okay.
DR5. That
Yeah,
DR5.
I got better and better. I don't know how I did it, but I got better quick. It
Let's
was
go.
quick and easy.
Yeah, yeah, yo.
Hey,
So
natural talent, man.
Yeah, yo.
and my
The talent
my
run.
first, my
Hey,
first
so,
my,
hey, 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 Dirty Kyxx. So, when you went to the military, was you working on your craft, or did you have, or
Mm.
or you had to put your
well,
focus?
look, so I joined the military at the end of first semester in the 12th grade year. They helped me pass my honors government, in order to
Let's
graduate.
go.
I graduate when I graduate, at the end, I done did at the last week of school. I did that cipher with Castro and them, Q Digger and
Yeah,
them. And then my
Okay. Shout
music
out.
technology class, me, me and this dude named Doc. He with a group called Shadow Assassins. I think that's the name.
yeah. I remember them. I remember them.
Yeah.
And
Shadow assassin.
Shadow
and
Assassins. That's a crazy name.
yeah,
Yeah.
they
Shots
they
That's
out
like
to
back in
that.
the
them.
new
They're still
days and
doing their
shit.
thing.
Yeah, they from Newport News and too. So
Yeah, yeah.
uh, I I helped out me and Doc work on the beat, and your brother War Vet wrote the hook. The song was called Last Days.
I
You
remember
know
that, yo. Oh my god,
that
bro,
was
you break
that
man.
was
What?
that was
First of
Dirty
all,
Kicks. That was Dirty Kicks like official like recording because it was professional. The teacher taught me everything and stuff. You know,
first, can
and
I say this
we-
first before you continue, man? Can I say this? You've done so much, and yet you're so humble about it. I like you put like no seriously, man, because you put every time you talk it was K Star, it was solo, it was what I mean. It was
yeah.
You put
you know
in the
what I
work.
I,
mean. You was
I got the humbleness, the humility from being locked up too. I was out the military. I got locked up, and
that
I done a lot of focusing. Not just
right,
Yeah,
man. We appreciate
mentally,
you, man. Like
yeah, yeah.
mentally staying
that's
focused, and you know I was focusing on my future, and I did 5 years in jail and prison.
Yeah,
I didn't.
right,
I wrote like two verses in there and a couple R&B
boy.
verses. Cause
How long you
yeah,
been home?
yeah.
I've been home for what 13
You've been
years
home for a
now.
while now.
Let's go.
Been home for a while
Shots
now,
out,
yo.
man.
Yeah, yeah. Shots out.
13. Come on, man. Yeah,
You know, so I was in there, reading books, getting educated, stuff to help me, get ready to take on the industry.
right.
So so
Yeah,
I had to
yeah.
get my mind right. I kept God first. Thank you God, He got me through it. I'm still here, and I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back,
Yeah, brother.
but I'm back, and I'm like, no,
And we appreciate
no more doing stupid stuff. It's getting for real and stuff.
right.
Hey,
So
let me ask you this, yo. Can we see you in the studio?
Yeah,
huh?
like
Some new music coming.
Is some of my music coming?
Yeah, some
any
new,
new music?
yeah, some new.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what I'm doing yet. I've been like ever since I've been home. I've been you know, I had bought that DR5 machine, but something was missing on it. It was the 808s.
Oh yeah,
You
yo,
know,
need a
Ooh,
yeah, need a
everybody
808.
got the 808 now. They ain't using the bass line no more. And
right.
I was like,
Hey,
so
hey, I got the Fruity Loop pad, yo,
yeah,
and all that on there, all
I
that
got
shit
the
on
Better
there.
Fruity Loop.
I
It's a
got the
Fruity Loop
FL
pad,
Studio
yo. Like
too, but
I don't even got, I don't even got to touch the laptop, yo. I can just work everything from the pad, like,
That's
right,
and I
crazy.
right,
don't even use it. I'm about to bring it back out though. I'm about to bring it back
yeah,
out. You know what
Let's
I'm saying?
go.
so I got FL
Oh man.
Studios on one of my laptops. You
You
know,
know what I'm saying?
I don't even
Right.
use that, but my cousin put me on. My cousin Poppy
Come on,
put
man.
me
We
on
need you
to
to come back, man. We need some. We need something from
Yeah,
you.
yo.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. I just
Telling
had to,
you.
you know,
Summertime.
I just had to
Talking
work
about one
on
of the
clearing my mind.
I
So
feel you. I feel you, my
because
guy. But
because I don't wanna go into the industry and be a fuck up. I
yeah.
wanna I wanna go
right.
in there and able to know what I'm doing and then when I get in that booth, dirty kicks do you. You know,
Yeah,
Let's go. Let's go.
we gotta do it.
yeah.
And K Star, you doing your thing. You've been doing your thing since I've been home. I was like,
For
all
sure.
right, he focused on him. I'm just I'm gonna focus on me because I'm still part of that team. Me and him,
You are,
Let's
man.
go.
You are.
Let's go. Let's go, man.
That's why we had to get
So
you on here, man, because you are
Yeah,
definitely
man.
part of the team, man. You definitely
Really
part of the
appreciate
legacy,
you.
man. So,
yeah.
know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
yo, K Star, we gonna make it, man. We gonna make it.
Oh yeah, for sure,
We
for
gonna
sure,
make
Hey,
for
it.
sure, for sure.
damn, you
We
already
gonna
Keep
made
make
it,
it.
doing it,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
Come up
Telling
with
you.
some
We
music, man.
already in there.
We need some.
Yeah.
We need some Dirty Kicks now, man. We need some new Dirty Kicks music, man.
Let's go, man.
Like,
Let's
Well,
go.
well,
you
Dirty
know
Kicks.
what I mean?
I've been on
You
a low
look,
key.
look. You got a whole platform right here. You hear me?
Huh?
Yeah,
On some real shit, yo. You got a whole platform right here you can promote your music on, bro.
right. All day.
You
Right.
know
Locked
what I'm
in.
saying?
Come on, man.
Def- Most definitely. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna try to do something, make something shake. Um, you
So,
know. So you know. My mom helped me out.
so
She bought me
yeah,
she
yeah.
bought me
Let's
that new
go.
drum machine, and I got on there.
Hey,
I'm like, whoa, I got a lot of
shout
Shout out
stuff
out
to
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 learn.
Moms.
moms.
Tell,
Shout
But
out to
tell Moms I said what
yeah,
up too, yo.
I got her. We call her Mama Bells.
Mama
Yes, sir.
Bell.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, named after my secondary on stage name, L. Dot Bells, L Bells.
Okay.
Everybody everybody call me L. Dot. All the
Done.
young ones out there,
Well, God.
they
Let's
call me
go.
L. Dot. And then all the OGs and
Hey,
stuff.
yo.
That I learned the game from and stuff. They call me Dirty Kicks. You know,
Dirty
I
kicks in the
got
building. Locked
yeah,
in. Let's
yeah, I
go.
Hey, yo.
got
Remember, hey, yo, Sean. Hey, yo, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Hey, yo. Remember I was telling you about the backyard wrestling?
Yeah.
yeah.
He was part of it.
Yeah, dirty.
Let's
yeah,
go. Let's
yeah.
go. You
They
you was
kind
there
of
when they pulled up in the limo?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was the
Oh,
one. He was the one that hopped out the limo. Dirty Kicks. Hey, yo.
that's
That shit was so
Let's
sweet,
go.
yo.
Jason
Come
I
on,
Mask
didn't
in
man.
my
even know it,
face.
yo. He was supposed to be on my team,
Oh,
Oh, the
but he
betrayal.
got on the opposite
we,
team.
we was trying to do our thing like WWE, how they got all the
Bro,
drama
it
and
was, it
stuff.
was lit, yo.
You
That shit
know,
was
Let's
lit.
go. Hey,
we try
bro.
to
I'm
take
trying to tell
backyard
you.
wrestling to another
Y'all need to
level,
find that video.
and then
Man,
dang,
Bobby got
I
that
know.
shit somewhere, yo. Like,
I think I got one of the old tapes, but it's kind of distorted.
yeah,
Man,
So
I'm
shit.
I,
pretty sure, man. That's old, bro.
Bro, they can fix everything now.
yeah, we trying. I think my brother working on that. He got all the uh got the old video camera and them old mini tapes he put in and expand
Yeah,
out.
Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
remember that, yo. I
so
remember
that
that, yo.
with the backyard wrestling that helped me
Man.
put my music out, put our
Sir.
music out there.
For sure.
Everybody heard the beats. Everybody in the neighborhood coming to see us. We put
Yep.
on a good show. We try to take backyard wrestling to another level.
Hey, we had it. We even had
We
a ring announcer, yo. We
Let's
had the
we
go.
had a
karaoke
Let's
machine.
go.
We
we
had
had
the
a ring
karaoke
announcer,
machine.
the cameraman. We had we even had females in there. We even
Yeah, we had nigga, we
we
had
slammed a girl through a table.
What
bruh.
the
Hey
fuck?
yo, bro.
Come
Yeah,
on,
We
man.
had the whole
like
neighborhood. We had the whole
oh,
neighborhood watching, yo.
we had a
That's
cops
crazy.
came.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
had a
Somebody
cop
gotta have
pulled
that
up and
video.
said, "Y'all okay? Well, don't kill anyone." They stopped,
Yeah.
pulled up and watched us too. So there's like, as long as y'all all right.
Hey,
I was like, we ain't doing
Let's
nothing. We're just having
go.
fun, you know.
Let's
So
hey, I
I
go,
was
was
the
dog.
last champ though. I was the
we
last
had
champ when we ended.
Man,
everybody like me, K Star, and Bobby, aka Beat Down. Not his
Hey
brother
yo,
Flo's white boy
yo.
that's
Bobby. We
where I
call
took it
him.
from, yo. I wanted the belt like towards the end of us doing that
I
shit. I
tell
wanted
you,
the belt from Bobby, yo.
yeah, we won
Yeah.
like you
Let's
won the
go.
belt like 5 or 6 times. I won the
You,
belt like five or
yeah, you
six
want
times. Beat
you
Down,
want something though.
uh, Beat
Let's
Down won
go.
like 5 or 6 times.
Oh,
It was
what was
good.
Dirty Kicks? What was your
That shit was
finisher?
lit, yo.
Huh? What's
What
my
was your
what?
finisher?
My finisher was the double back breaker and throwaway. You know,
Hey
pick you
yo,
up and then I just
hey, yo,
toss
bro, yeah,
Oh shit.
you.
Yeah.
that nigga, yo,
Yeah.
word, he'll do the backbreaker,
We-
bro, and throw you after that, nigga.
Let's
oh, the tosser rack.
Backbreaker,
Yeah.
oh the
Oh,
backbreaker.
torture rack.
That shit
F5.
hurt.
The F5.
Talking about the choking rack.
I was doing the F5 Brock Lesnar move when I pick you up
Oh,
and toss over my shoulder.
Yeah,
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 that's
I was a beast.
ooh, ooh.
I was a
yeah.
That's
beast,
We
man.
had some moves, though. That shit was
that's
fun
Yeah,
crazy.
too.
yeah.
That's
We had
crazy.
table
Man, the
ladders and
star kick, nigga. I
chairs.
would start. Hey, I would start kicking everybody. What?
Hell, man, I'm
I would
still
start
figuring
kicking
out, like, yo,
everybody, bro.
It was
I, I,
you.
I ain't
It
trying,
was you, K
I ain't
Star.
K Star. Yo, I don't know how you did it, but I ain't trying to humiliate you, but I gotta put you on blast. Like,
Go ahead.
yo, every time, yo, this nigga K Star get hit with a chair and this nigga do a flip in
Oh
midair.
yeah. Hey,
I was like,
hey, I made myself do that.
You hit one of
yeah,
the rock
he
jump.
said, yeah,
I
he
made
said,
myself. I did like a Rikishi. You know how when Rikishi get coastline, he do that little flip.
like
The
he did a
inside
little
out.
roll in the
Yeah,
air,
the
like he
inside
did
out.
head.
The inside out.
The fuck
That's
out
what
of
I
here.
did.
You
That's what I
Yeah, he
did.
was doing that. I was like,
nigga.
okay, yo,
That's it.
beat.
Everybody went crazy too, yo. Like
We
I
did.
Bruh.
oversold that shit. I oversold it.
That's crazy. Damn, I
Yo,
show speed, huh?
Yeah, something like that. Can't do it no more. I'll tell you that.
K K Star, K
Not at
Star was
all.
doing
That those
K
days
Star
over,
was
boy.
rock bottoming people. K
Oh,
Star
rock
was
Oh,
doing the
bottom.
rock
Everybody,
bottom.
boy. Everybody getting a rock bottom.
oh
Everybody
man.
got it.
Oh. So
So,
who was your
Yeah,
favorite
man.
wrestler?
so
My bad.
Yeah, that's a good
who
pass.
my favorite
Yeah.
who my favorite wrestler?
Yeah.
My favorite
At that time or
wrestler
whenever.
my favorite wrestler was
Hold on. Let me get a two-part question. Who
Okay.
is your favorite wrestler from back in the day and today?
all right, all right, back in the day, I take it back like Shawn Michaels.
Let's go.
And
Okay. Uh,
went around when was when
Go. Let's
around when I knew
go.
K Star, I was fucking with I know K Star was fucking with The Rock and I was fucking with Chris Jericho doing the Walls of
yeah,
Jericho's and
yeah, that
nigga.
was Jericho. Yeah, that was your boy.
Let's go.
That
Let's
was his
go.
boy.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was
Let's
his
go.
boy, yo. That was a
Let's
Jericho,
go.
boy. You stayed doing
Yeah,
that shit too.
yeah,
You hit the
the
Lion
entrance
Tamer?
Lion Tamer, I don't
We
know
ain't had
what
no
that is.
ropes.
I forgot.
We ain't
The
had no
joint
ropes,
oh,
off the
man.
rope.
We ain't had it.
I
That's
did a
the
I did
springboard off the rope.
the moonsault.
Yeah.
The moonsault, the rope. Nah, I came
Lion
back
salt.
for
We ain't
Whatever
had
the
no
fuck they
ropes for that.
call it.
the lion salt. Oh,
Yeah.
Line us up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Jericho had some. Yeah.
He
I
had
was
some
doing the
moves,
walls
yo.
of Jericho. I was doing the walls of
That was that
Oh
Jericho.
my God. Hey,
I
who
think
didn't
I think
use
I
the walls
put
of Jericho though?
I think I
As
put
a
everybody
kid.
in the walls of Jericho.
Yeah, as a kid. Oh my
uh,
God. Or the
Yeah, dirty.
sharpshooter.
that was my shit.
I think
That was
that
my
was
shit
your
right there.
shit. You was doing the
That's
you
That was
was,
crazy.
you was
shooter,
doing the
boy.
shit that the Rock do.
All right,
He showed
Yeah.
so
me
all
shit
right.
quick.
So you said Shawn Michaels and present day who and Jericho.
I don't really.
Who your president? I don't know. Do you still watch? You watching the
Right
WWE right
now.
now?
I
You
haven't been
watching wrestling right
watching.
now?
I haven't been watching it a lot, but I've been playing the game. I just got that WWE 2K26. I
There you
had the
Ooh,
go.
see, that's the
25, the
25,
other one.
yo. I'm gonna get the 26 though.
26 is good. Uh,
Yeah.
I already
my
know.
favorite. I haven't watched wrestling, but my favorite wrestler I
Man,
like. I think I like Randy Orton, Roman Reigns.
you on
Oh
I
fire.
yeah.
still like.
You on fire. And you see
Oh
Jay got
man,
arrested.
to the people, WrestleMania is this tomorrow.
Jay Uso got arrested, bro.
I know, yo. People saying
Oh,
that shit
Jay
ain't real,
Uso.
yo. People
That
Yeah,
saying
shit fake.
he
people
That
attacked
saying
shit
that ain't
fake.
Cameron.
real. He was just on Shannon Sharp show, yo.
Yeah, I saw
I,
that. But
Yeah,
the jump on Cameron jump was he
that
didn't
shit
snatch
wasn't real.
Cameron ass up. That shit wasn't real though.
No. He promoting. He promoting. He
Yeah.
helping. He partner
he
up with
probably
Yeah.
WWE to promote that shit, yo.
I bet you Cam
it's,
ass was
that's
scared though.
that, that's what it looked like. They
That nigga
promoted.
snatched his ass, bro.
Yeah, yo.
I
Yeah,
know.
yo.
He's
Easy too.
he
Get
snatched him
over
over
here.
the and he punched him. I saw that. He was looking
Yeah,
Yeah.
at that.
that was the one
I was
time.
like, man,
But that's how I knew it was fake right there, because the way he
Yup, when
punched,
he punched him, that one punch
he
shit.
was like, that
Crazy.
shit ain't real.
Fuck
he
out of
hit him
here.
like one good
He didn't
time.
even hit him. He ain't
Crazy.
even hit him, but he was acting like he was knocked out though.
Man, Mace would have jumped his ass. That shit was real. They would have
Yeah,
jumped the
Right.
fuck
For real, for
out,
real.
fuck out of here.
yo, bro, this is you can't make this up, bro. You can't make it up,
Right.
bro.
Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah, everybody gonna see.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
they gonna joke on Cameron, but
Yeah.
watch Cameron be on WWE one night
Cam
and
still
Jay
getting the
Uso
Tomorrow,
check,
got
bro.
tomorrow, I bet you Cameron be there tomorrow
That
and
nigga
make him
smart,
lose.
bro.
He
Also,
gonna come
he
out
had
and
Trick
make,
Williams. Hey, shout out to It Is What It Is podcast. They had Trick Williams on there too.
bro,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
This
Trick.
is
Oh, I
yeah.
like his interest music.
Triple
I
H
use it
getting
for
money,
my
man. Triple H is partnering up, man. This shit crazy.
Whoop that trick.
Drake win.
yeah. Yeah. You know,
Shit,
My bad.
I had to
My
shit.
create
bad.
my play on a wrestling game. You know, I'm
Who
beating
you use on
everybody up
wrestling?
on
You got
Kai.
your own guy?
Yeah, I had to create me. Dirty Kyxx. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, yo. Got you,
Something
bro.
tripping. Jay Uso
Hey,
said I can
AK,
play me
Hey,
though.
AK Star. AK
hey,
Star. They got
you can't fuck with K Star though. I
they
made K
got
Yeah.
the
Star, nigga.
hey yo,
Hey
you gotta
man,
get
Jay
it because
Uso said
they
he can
got the
play him though.
Inferno match on it.
I
They got the
know,
Ooh,
bro.
Inferno
that
I
gonna
match.
look
know.
crazy.
Oh my god.
That's lit.
All right,
Oh
so
god,
shouts out
bro.
WWE,
I'm about to get it,
WrestleMania.
yo. I'm about to buy it, man.
You gonna have to get it.
Yep.
I'm
Like
gonna,
I
hey,
got
y'all might give me an Xbox this weekend.
Man, you might as
heck yeah.
well, bro.
I'm just chopping it up
Man,
now.
nah,
You
you
might
might
as
as well
well, bro.
wait. You might as well wait for the PS6. Grand Theft Auto
Damn, that's
6 coming
coming.
out. Yeah, it should be out. It said it's supposed to be out next year, but you know, Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out. Supposed to come out at the end of this year.
Let's
And
go.
you
Man,
know,
how
that's
much
the
how,
realest. Yo, the graphics
They
on it is insane, yo. It looks so
they gonna have to
real.
cancel that shit.
how much they gonna want for that shit though?
At
For the
least 500.
PS6,
Oh,
nah,
I thought you
nah,
talking
it's
about
gonna
the
be more.
game.
It's between I know the PS the
It's
game GTA 6 they're talking about is gonna be one of the most expensive games to
Yeah, that's why I
come
said like
out.
500. They not
Like
man,
bullshitting.
no
they about
no
to
the
be every
game
on that
they're
game, yo.
saying the game might be near 100 or the usual $80 when it come out in Walmart.
Hell
That
Uh
yeah.
shit gonna be like that
That
shit
shit
getting
gonna
like
be high,
Ready
yo.
Player One.
That shit
If
gonna
you
be high
seen
as a
that
bitch, yo.
movie, you can just go into the virtual world.
That shit gonna be high as a bitch.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Yeah.
Dang.
Shit, man.
Yes. Yes.
Life
Six
is
months.
life. Dirty
Oh.
Kyxx in the building.
Shit.
Locked in
Any
podcast.
shout outs, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? We told the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? Any shout outs you want to give out?
You know, I'd like to give a shout out to God, my family, all my loved ones.
Let's
I'd
go.
like to give, my family, friends. Give a shout out to K-Star and his family for holding it down.
Yes,
You
Let's
sir.
know,
go.
Yes,
loyal to
sir.
the end, loyalty to the end. You know,
Yes, sir.
shout out to this podcast. Uh,
Let's go.
shout
Appreciate you.
shout out to the education system. I gotta say that. You know,
Sir.
it's some interesting stuff out there. You know, hit up the bookstore and shout out to the business world. I gotta stay plugged in, stay locked in.
Let's go.
You know,
Locked in, boy. You said the right words.
You said the right words. Let's go.
Yes,
I
sir.
always say every day. I always say this, my motto or affirmation. I learn something new every day. So I
Right.
do. Ever since I've been saying that, I've been learning something new every
Something new
day.
every day, right?
Every
Let's
day.
go.
Every day. Every
Yeah,
Let's
day.
go.
Man.
you
And shout
know,
out to you
any
for coming on the show, bro.
We appreciate
Shout
you,
out
yeah,
to
Mr.
you
Dirty
for
Kyxx.
coming on the
Thank
show,
you,
man.
sir.
This ain't gonna be the only
right,
show.
Hell no, we're
Well,
gonna have
right,
that sit
right.
down.
me and my brother, it ain't gonna be the only show, man. We're gonna have a sit down for sure.
Let's
So
go.
it's,
Coming soon.
I mean, if we come out, we'll come to Carolina. We
Yeah.
need a
Carolina
vacation,
ain't
man.
nothing, man. Come on, bro.
Look, we
My
need a
brother in
vacation, man.
Charlottesville. Let's
Shout
go.
out, shout out to North Carolina. You
You know
know,
what I
Let's
mean?
go.
all of North
Shout out to
Carolina.
J. Cole. Throw that
Shout out
out
to
there.
J. Cole,
So, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
the
sir.
baby.
The baby.
Yes,
Yes,
Who else?
sir. Let's go.
yes,
Anthony
sir.
Hamilton, Fantasia, all the
Yes,
pioneers,
sir.
Petey Pablo.
Let's
Yep,
You know,
Woo!
yep,
so shout out.
yep.
We got
Mm.
shout out to
Petey Pop.
Kinston, Greenville, Rocky Mount,
Let's go.
Gastonia, Charlotte, aka
Yes,
the
sir.
Queen City.
Let's
Who else I'm
go.
missing? Bradley,
Yep,
Durham,
yep.
Greensboro,
Done.
South
Greensboro,
Carolina. Yeah,
come on.
South
Elizabeth
Carolina,
City.
we right here.
Yeah, and
VA,
shout out to my people that's out there right now, man. I got
Let's
family out there
go.
too, man. So,
Yeah.
VA. Shout
yeah.
out to Bad News. Shout out to Rich Town. Richmond. I've been out there. It's
Yes, sir.
good.
Let's go.
Appreciate it.
No, they
Appreciate it.
they, they hustle like the
Appreciate
rest of VA. There's a lot of
it.
hustlers out
Let's
there.
go. Let's
They show
go.
love. They show love out there.
We try. Go.
Shout out to my birthplace, New York.
Yes, sir.
Upstate New York.
Brooklyn.
I don't know them, but
Nigga, that shit
even
fun.
shout out to
Ain't nothing like a
Massachusetts,
Brooklyn girl.
Mississippi. you know, oh yeah, get you a Brooklyn girl.
Got one.
Oh, it's good, man. That's
Yeah.
uh,
what's up,
That's
man.
right.
A pleasure having you.
Appreciate
Make
you,
sure
Dirty
y'all
Kyxx.
follow the Locked In
Let's
Podcast.
go.
Know what I'm saying? You see the merch?
all
We got
right,
the
Stay locked
online
in.
store.
We appreciate y'all.
You see the merch? You see the merch? Yes, sir. Appreciate
all right,
y'all. Make
stay
sure y'all
tuned.
lock in, man. Until then, this
Stay
Sunday,
locked in.
we got Fame Browder. He
Let's
a
go.
motivational speaker. He go around to the communities, got a huge following. Make sure y'all tune in Sunday at
Let's
12,
go.
man. 12
Stay
p.m.
locked in.
Stay
Stay
locked
locked
We
in.
in.
appreciate you, Dirty Kyxx.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes, sir. Shit, I'm gonna stay in touch with you, Dirty Kyxx, for sure.
Let's
right,
go.
man.
All right, y'all.
Be safe.
All right, peace.